Hi, this is the next challenge in the Act 2 objectives. And before we jump into this challenge, I would like to give you a small remark on the previous video. So let me just show that one real quick. So the reason why I was not seeing the GET request was because it wasn't there. And the reason was that I just used the refresh here, which does not reload the entirety of the page. So what you want to do is always Ctrl-Shift-R with a force reload. And you can see that there is that GET request with the ID. Just wanted to mention this in case you're binge watching the series. I am doing these in one take without any or very minimal post-production, so it's inevitable that I make some mistakes along the way. Okay, but for the next challenge, which is the Dosis network down, we need to drop by JJ's 24/7 for recovering a Wi-Fi password. So we're going to enter here. And this is JJ. A very, very cool looking guy, accepting Bitcoin and all that. And he explains that they lost access to the Wi-Fi router and we need to gain back control. In the hints, can't remember how many hints we have, mentions a backup account is not available. Only thing is check the version number, see if there are ways around it. And I think there is another hint here on the UCI. Forgot the exact term of that router. UCI is the interface, the user interface that you can use for OpenVRT based routers, if I remember correctly, to send commands. And typically you want to disable that one. And that's all the hints that we're getting for this challenge. Just get rid of the notifications. And when you click the router, I already prepared here a couple of tabs. You see this login interface. You should always try local password admin for this. It says incorrect password. You cannot click this Dosis link ID. There's a forget password link, which is also inactive. So you can do much, but you can see here the type of router, AX 1800 Wi-Fi 6 router. And there's also a firmware version here and a hardware version. So you can use this information to do a bit of searching around. And if you use the UCI, and I placed here logon bypass and the version number, you can see a ton of different articles discussing this, but ExploitDB is probably the most interesting one of all, which is showing us an exploit for this type of router, and it is an authenticated command injection. So what I did afterwards, because I don't really want to pop a shell, I just need the Wi-Fi password. So this is a bit too much for my taste. But what you can do instead, and this is already revealing a lot of information here. So this is sending the reverse shell in the country field. But I just changed the search term, and instead of UCI logon bypass, I placed here command injection. And see here the AI overview. And the first article here was my favorite one from Tenable, because it gives a very clear and easy to comprehend description of the vulnerability and how you can exploit it. So we need to make a post request to the CGI. Lucy is the graphical interface for OpenVRT based routers. And in the country field, you can send in a command. Here there is the ID command, but what we want is the Wi-Fi password. So we can just modify this command And I'm going to use curl one more time. That might be a reason why there are so many Act 1 challenges and Act 2 challenges related to curl. In this season's objectives, you use curl a lot for the challenges. At least I did. So what we're going to do here is making the same post request. I am just taking the information from the article here for the Lucy access, and I'm using the same URL with the challenge domain. And under the data portion, again, just using the information from the article here, we're going to cat out the etcconfig wireless configuration. This is where you typically find the Wi-Fi password. And strangely, this did not return the password for me. Okay, I'll just try this one more time. It's networkchallenge.com. I think this is the correct one. Let me just try it one more time. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. Sometimes you just have to try it again. We didn't get the response this time. Maybe someone is bashing on the challenge, but you can see that eventually if you try it again, you get the Wi-Fi configuration, and this is the password that we're looking for. So pretty easy challenge. You just need to use the information on the login screen, do a couple of searches, and then the articles or the exploits that you will find are going to essentially just show you the same thing. And then you could use curl to exploit this vulnerability and solve the challenge. And we talk to JJ, and that's it. I don't have an alternative way for solving this challenge. I think this one is the most straightforward way to do that. All right, pretty cool and realistic challenge. And it also foreshadows some of the other vulnerabilities that we will have to exploit in a similar fashion. So we will keep on using curl in the next couple of challenges, in the next couple of videos. So see you in those videos.